Hey everyone, this is Marcus Burnett for Advanced Composer Blocks, an extension of the newsletter plugin for WordPress. In this video, I want to show you one of the composer blocks that's included in this plugin, the Call to Action Plus block. This block is an upgraded version of the built-in Call to Action block, allowing for more flexibility and control over the design. Let's take a look. First off, I'll assume that you have the newsletter plugin and advanced composer blocks for the newsletter plugin installed and active. And move over to the composer, you'll see the 6 blocks that are currently included in the advanced composer blocks. The Call to Action Plus block is the one we'll look at today. Now in this case, I want to compare the Call to Action Plus block to the original Call to Action block, so we can see the difference. Let's drag the original in and take a look. In the original Call to Action block, you can choose the text that's on the button, you can give it a link, and you can change the font for this. Now these 2 blocks here are for the colors, the text color and the background color, but they're not particularly well labeled, and neither is that this is the link that the button will link to. You can also choose a width, which if you make it too small, will crunch the button to separate lines, and if you make it too big, well, it looks fine, but it's a bit wider. And then you can move that center left and right. Those are the options for the original Call to Action block. Now let's leave that there for a moment and drag the Call to Action Plus block on top of it. Here we have a better layout and a little bit better idea of what can be done. First, you can change the button text, and there's a better default than Call to Action. There's Learn More, but you can make this whatever you want. You can also change the font here, font family, font size, font style. Here's the URL that the button will go to, and it is better labeled. The button color and text color have been separated and given labels as well. So now you can choose a text color. Let's give it something like dark blue, and a button color of maybe a lighter blue. Let's make it even lighter than that so we can see it a little bit better. Also, the original Call to Action block does not have a way to set a border radius. You have the default of what looks like about 2 or 3 pixels. And I've also added a 3 pixel default here, but you could make this 0 if you wanted to have hard corners, which is not possible in the default block. Or you could make it something really high and get that pill shape button look, which is also not possible here. In addition, there is no choosing of a hard-coded width. It's just inline or full width. Inline will span to the length of the text. So if we change the text to about this thing, you'll see that the button just expands to the length of the text. But if you choose full width, it'll span the full width of its container, of the newsletter. You can also then left, center, and right justify the button, just as with the default, but it does it in a more intuitive way. And that's the Call to Action Plus block.